Happy Wednesday. We are back in the kitchen with Lucy from Greer's. Lucy, great to see you.
Thank you. You too.
Is this our final pumpkin week?
It is.
Yeah, all month long we've been doing Pumpkin Month here on Studio 10. All different recipes with pumpkins, so you can go check those out online. What are we making today?
We're going to finish it off with a sweet treat. We're going to do pumpkin brownies today.
Fun.
I know. So they turned out really good. The kids loved them, and they're fun and they're festive, and we're going to take a shortcut today. We're just going to use a box brownie. So whichever one you like, any one will work. I just grabbed this one.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with just the box. And this one has a little chocolate packet that goes with it.
Yeah, that one's called Brownie Mix Double Fudge. So you're mixing the pumpkin with the fudge.
Yeah, and we're actually going to swirl it in. So we're going to, and it's going to create a pretty effect, and it's going to have, you know, the orange kind of swirled in. So kind of fun.
Everybody likes swirl as a word. I like it. And then as the effect, I also like it. So that's two things to like.
You know what? And speaking of swirl and pumpkin, I make a pumpkin cheesecake and do the swirl effect. And it's so pretty. My family loves for me to make that for Thanksgiving. So there we go, another swirl.
And a moment in time, I have also got one of those pumpkin cheesecakes from Lucy in the past for our family for Thanksgiving because I loved it so much. So that's another one of those pumpkin recipes you definitely want to go back and find in the archives to make for your family. Great stuff there.
That is a good one.
All right, so you're doing the dry ingredients first.
Yep, so I got the mix, and it had the little chocolate packet, and then I did 2 eggs, and this is 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm going to get this mixed up first, and then we'll start adding some other good stuff.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to take a break here. When we come back, we're going to continue working on this. A perfect treat for the upcoming holidays, and especially for this fall season. Anytime, football parties, get-togethers, whatever it is, you can always use some pumpkin brownies, right?
Absolutely.
Sounds good. We'll be right back.
Happy Wednesday. We are just a few days away from Halloween, and we are in the kitchen with Lucy Greer making the perfect snack for after trick-or-treat.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Or before.
You know, you don't have quite enough sugar.
Of course.
You know, during October and on Halloween, but everybody's doing parties, and yes, these pumpkin brownies are the perfect thing to make, and these are really fun to do with the kids. One of my kids helped make these, and he was so sweet. He like has the softest little heart. He was like, these are going to be perfect. Everything you make is perfect, Mom. It was like one of those moments that I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I never forget this.
Treasure it forever. How sweet.
So he had fun doing it, and so they turned out really good. So we just started with 1 box of just brownie mix, and then we added 2 eggs, and we added 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and we started mixing that up, and then we are about to add, we've had a lot of discussion about this because I forgot the coffee at home, and Bill here at the studio got me some coffee. Thank you, Bill. He's always so sweet.
And he will get brownies.
And he gets a brownie as a reward. So I'm going to add, in lieu of the 2 tablespoons of water that the box calls for, I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons of brewed coffee. And the coffee just really brings out, I was telling you, the chocolatiness of the chocolate, and just really goes good. So we're just going to add that in there.
That's true food science there. I truly just learned that. I had no idea.
Just like they say, you know, orange really goes well with chocolate too. But yeah, if you're ever doing anything with chocolate, you know, brownies is really the easiest way to incorporate the coffee. But you know, anytime you're doing something, you know, if you could add a little bit, sometimes I'll add like an espresso powder is good too. But this is easy because, you know, most people have coffee around, so it's just kind of easy to do it versus like, you know, trying to like get something like special. Okay, so now we are going to add in 1/3 cup of white chocolate chips, and I have 1/3 cup of chopped pecans. I'm usually not a nut person in a brownie.
Yeah.
But it really works nicely. It's just it tastes more fall, and the nuttiness really worked well, and just having that little bit of crunch with the pumpkin really worked well. So of course you don't have to add that if you don't want to, but I really felt like it added something nice. My other kid, he doesn't like nuts or anything. He calls stuff seeds. He looked at those and goes, "Are there seeds in there?" I said,
"Sorry,
no." No. Seeds. And so he ate it. No problem.
Right.
Okay, so this is done.
Okay.
And then Joe and I talked about we're going to swirl the pumpkin in. So we're going to, in a separate bowl here, we're going to use a cup of pumpkin, which is almost this whole can. And again, just like we've used every week, just the pure pumpkin puree, not the pie filling. And to that, and it's just the pumpkin, so it doesn't have any flavor. So we're gonna add in the pumpkin pie spice that we've been using, and a little bit of sugar just to sweeten that up. And then next we will be layering in all this into the baking dish and doing the swirl.
Oh, I can't wait for that, you guys. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna finish up this recipe, pumpkin brownies with Lucy Greer, next on Studio 10. We are finishing up the pumpkin brownies with Lucy Greer. Halloween just a couple days away, so if you need to add any more sugar to your day, this is the perfect way to do it.
It is, and it's so easy because we took a shortcut from the box brownies, and we did that according to the package direction. 2 eggs, 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. We added the 2 tablespoons of coffee instead of water, and then we added in some white chocolate chips and some pecans, and that is all ready. And then in this bowl, we took 1 cup of the pumpkin puree. We added a little bit of sugar and our pumpkin pie spice. So now it's time to put it in our pan. We have a 8x8 baking dish that I just sprayed, and the oven goes on at 325.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is put in 3/4 of the brownie mix, batter, into here. And then we are going to dollop on the pumpkin. And then we talked about, we're going to swirl. So this is how you do it. So we'll spread this out, and then we're going to put the pumpkin on.
And just continue on. So Lucy, while you're doing that, let's talk about a couple of your stores. You guys are hiring right now, all locations, right?
Yeah, all locations. If you would like to apply, you go to greerscareers.com, and we have 29 locations across Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida. And so we are always hiring, in all positions, usually, in all stores, because what we love to do is, train across all departments, and there's always a place for really great people on our team. So if you don't see, the specific position in the specific store that you're looking for, go ahead and apply anyway, because we are hiring across the board.
What's really cool about Greer's is that they have so many locations, like Lucy said, but it seems like on your Facebook you guys highlight some of your local stores sometimes, and it seems like they're all little families in their own, like each location.
They are. We it's so special because so many of these people have been working together for years.
Right.
And many locations we've had for 50 plus years. We have so many people that have worked for us 10, 20, 30, 40. We have some people that have been with us for 45 years.
Wow.
So each location is its own little community, of course, with the customers, but with the team members too. So it's always, we're very blessed for sure.
That's so special. So make sure you go ahead and visit that website. We are finishing this up now. You just literally swirl it.
Yes, so you can use a knife. I'm just taking the back of a spoon, and this is the fun part for the kids. And so you just swirl it like this, and you can make whatever design, and then that orange and that chocolate are gonna bake up so pretty, and the little white chocolate chips are gonna poke out.
Yeah.
And it is perfect for any kind of party, and this will be great going into November too. Pumpkin isn't just October, it's great for November as well. So put this one in your party file.
Listen to this.
Is it good?
Wow. just a hint of the perfect hint of pumpkin, even for Thanksgiving or something you want to do.
Yeah.
This is such a good dessert.
Yay, I'm glad you like it.
Lucy, delicious. All right, for more details about all of your stores, about applying and things like that, where can folks go?
They can go to our website, greers.com, or of course follow us on social, Instagram, Facebook, all the stuff. You can just find us at Greer's, and we are there for if you want to shop or work.
All right, Lucy, thank you, and we'll see her next Wednesday.